Hi, Salop. I'm continuing with this pixel art PNG theme today because I really think this suits this style of clothing, like fantasy stuff, suits this game very well. So I have linked the creator of this pixel art character creator to my about section if you're interested. Yeah. But it's been a while since I played this game last. Last time we had problems with the lag, and it was caused by my computer being too full, but I didn't know that at that time. But anyway, today we shouldn't have any problems, so we should be good to continue the story where we left it off. Yeah. There was like one scene before I could save after I stopped streaming, but it was just something that happened like in the city, but I can't remember what it was anymore. I think it was the like... Okay, I will remember the names when we open the game, but yeah. It has been like, what? 2 months or something? What the hell? But how are you doing, Salop? I have eaten and also eaten some snacks before streaming. And well, last time I drank Coca-Cola, which was not the best decision because my voice was my throat was like starting to dry up. So this time I have water. I actually have some Coca-Cola on my fridge, but I was like, maybe I'm not gonna use it today. Also, I updated my overlay stuff a little bit. So yeah, this game is super interesting. And yeah, I thought that this big crew fit this kind of setting and aesthetic with the clothing and stuff. And I have sideburns. I think it fit my character very well. But I think we will continue the game. Ooh. Let's go. Okay, we are still in our youth. So yeah, it's been like 2 months or something since I played this last time. Whoopsie. Alright, continue. Alright, whoa. March of the Colors. This is the morning you have all been preparing for. One of the houses in downtown Eterna is packed with a crowd of people. Everybody puts collars on their necks. There are not enough for everyone, so the rest of them cover their necks with scarves and belts and anything else that looks dark against the skin. There are so many faces, even faces you have never seen before. People of all estates have come here today. Yeah, so we are doing kind of like a public protest today. So let's see how that goes. You flow out onto the street. People keep coming to join the crowd even as you start walking. There are shouts in the crowd now. Our cause is just. These words fill you with confidence. Help you remain composed. Everyone is smiling. You march in the front row. The feeling is indescribable. Change is coming. Whoa. The square is already covered with stacks of firewood for the pyres. You see people in collars tied to wooden stakes with inquisitors busy around them. The fiery execution is almost ready to begin. I swear I can read. What? Is the stream lagging again? Do I need to adjust my settings? Maybe I'll try switching off the animated illustrations. Let's see if that's gonna help. Your path is blocked. Imperial Legion soldiers stand guard on all streets leading to the square. The crowd keeps pushing. There are cries on the streets now. Mages and witches are children of the gods. Give the witches back their lives. Down with the shackles of the lots. The cries of the lotless fill St. Ignatius Square. A legionnaire yells over the mob and orders you to stand aside before they draw their swords. And then you hear a scream right next to you. We've got them outnumbered. We're going through them. Her voice rings in your head and fills you with fury and faith in victory. And you run straight at the legionnaire's sharp sword. But suddenly a hand catches you and pulls you back. You see Sophia now, her eyes burning with golden light. The ecstatic, furious mob flows around her and toward the unnerved legionnaire. Sophia's face looks inhuman now, her grin predatory. The legionnaire swings his sword at the maddened mob, but he is quickly knocked off his feet. His fellow soldiers guarding the square lock their shields together and draw their swords. There is a look of bewilderment in the Inquisitor's eyes. It seems none of them expected such a frenzy. Sophia leads the attack. Set the sufferers free. Junius Diamant is on our side. The twins are our shields. Any idea of a peaceful march is now thrown to the wind. Sophia is about to send the Lotless against the lines of legionnaires. Only seconds, moments are left until they strike. You have to be there, in the front lines. Or will you try to stop her and avoid further bloodshed? There is still time. Or will you execute the plan yourself and free the captives from the funeral pyres of on your own? I swear I can read. Nah. Oh. Oh, what? Aulis through death? What? Wait, who is Aulis? I'm confused now. I don't remember enough. Is Aulis the person we are rescuing? I guess so. Do we... Well... This is... We will get... If we pick this, we will rescue her and gain eloquence and manipulation. If I free them on my own, I do rescue them, but then I get scheming and more good relations with Sophia. Huh. I guess I'll do it on my own. I wanna have a good relationship with Sophia, so I want the points. And maybe there will be something between us. Hehe. Hehe. Maybe. Just maybe. I hope. But let's see what happens. The Lotless trample the legionnaires. The Inquisition tries to stop those who make it past the shield-bearing soldiers. Your eyes catch an unguarded opening leading straight to the square. You run away from Sophia and through the crowd, then squeeze through the opening and head for the pyres. The Inquisitors are too busy binding the fleeing Lotless with the wondrous power of the younger twin. No one is watching the pyres. You turn over a barrel, flooding the square behind the Inquisitors with tar and set it on fire. They are now trapped with the mob. All according to Keikaku. Translator's note. Keikaku means plan. Gotta remember all the old memes, you know. Whoa. You start acting quickly, cutting the ropes that bind the mages to the stakes. An old man with a horrifying facial scar screams when you accidentally cut him. Whoops! But you have no time to be careful. Yay! Their freedom comes first. The last mage you free is a girl with golden hair. She must have been a beauty in the past, but now her body is beaten and bruised, and she is frightened and confused, like all the other mages. Oh. Then suddenly you notice a young woman in an Inquisitor's cassock. You are moments away from assaulting her, until you see that she is helping the girl with the golden hair off the pyre. Did you just hear her apologize? The Inquisitor looks at you next. Oh? Thank you. Okay. You push the freed mages toward the mob, yelling instructions into each ear. They have to scatter, they have to run. Run away from Eterna, as fast and far away as possible. The mages mix with the colored crowd. All you can do now is hope they will find a way out. Reaching Sophia in this chaos takes an eternity. You grab her hand, shout that the mages are free, and drag her away from the bloodshed. And then you run together until the screams in the square no longer can be heard. That's far enough, Brante. We need to split up. We're too suspicious. Let's take off these colors. We don't need them anymore. We need to lay low, at least for several days. Don't go back to our house. I get the feeling there's a shakedown coming. A lot of us are going to get arrested, I'm afraid. But it was all worth it. I'm just glad it ended so quickly. You nod and turn away, ready to flee, but before you do, Sophia grabs you by the arm one more time. Was that all you? Did you set them free all by yourself? You nod. Sophia's eyes glow with awe. Huh. Yay, now she really appreciates us. And thank you, Talop, for the hydration. I will drink. Ooh. Let's see. You find a flop house on a nearby street and rent a dirty cubbyhole of a room. No questions asked. You pay for a few days stay at once. It's a good thing you kept your money on you today. Then you walk upstairs to the room and collapse onto the bed. There is no news about the Lotless. It is as though none of it ever happened. You go to St. Ignatius Square only 3 weeks later. The cobblestones are covered with soot, and you see the spots of dried blood. In the bushes nearby you find several broken collars. Our cause is just... Oh, we have affection with Sophia. Haha. Oh, I'm a dangerous one. Ooh. Nice. Stay out of my way. I'm a very dangerous werefox. Oh. The march in defense of the witches ended in chaos and carnage in the streets of Eterna. Alright. Alice's death is prevented. You save the enigmatic singer known as the Golden Voice from an untimely death. Right. It was the singer. I had forgotten what happened last time. I was like, who is that? Oh. 2 major events take place while you are busy living your life. Firstly, Cornelius Tempest is no longer the great chancellor of the empire. He has been ousted and sent back to his province. His replacement is the Archduke of Monia, Aegerius Monroe, the same Monroe who sought to shut down the college. Oh, shit. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. The most powerful lord in the realm finally convinced the emperor that his brother Cornelius was giving too much freedom to the lowborn. Now the policies of the empire will be reversed. Many fear that the new great chancellor will destroy the imperial code of laws and other achievements of Cornelius. There are cautious rumors among the people. They say the new great chancellor is going to revoke the right of the common lot to be ennobled by the mantle. Secondly, Magraia, or homeland, now has a new overseer, Gaius Tempest, the older brother of Emperor Uther II. Usually the overseer of a province is its archduke. After all, it makes sense for the province's most powerful noble to impart the emperor's will to the locals. Yet now this age-old tradition has been broken, and to no one's surprise, Archduke Tarquinius Milanides is absolutely furious. Gaius Tempest used to be the main supporter of his brother, former Great Chancellor Cornelius Tempest. The nobles at the Emperor's court say this is a stratagem by the Arcnian gentry, who want Gaius removed from court affairs, along with Cornelius. Either way, Gaius Tempest and Tarquinius Milanides will be at each other's throats over the province. This does not bode well for their future. Only one thing is clear. Makra, your home province, is about to face great changes. There is a struggle for power. Wait, which way is like... Wait, if it's more, then there's commoners in power. If it's less, it's gonna be like the nobles and stuff in power. So we have these a little bit in the right direction. We got 1 point. And then the order is that we have peace. Respect for the law and the stability of order in the province. We'll see what happens. Oh. Weeks pass, then months, and not a word from the Lotless. You have to resort to odd jobs to survive. How much longer will you have to wait? Your hopes of seeing the Lotless return wane more and more. With each passing day, you still recall the loss and bloodshed of St. Ignatius Square with pain. What happened to the others? How many of you managed to get away? And more importantly, what happened to Sophia? More days pass, you hear nothing. You keep returning to the same familiar city streets, glancing at the walls and windows, waiting anxiously for a sign of or a familiar face. Then one day you finally see a sign, a yellow towel hanging outside the window, the widow Meyer's window. That means tonight. Huh. You return to the basement. Only a few people are there. You look into their faces. There are fewer of you now. Some of the Lotless could not bring themselves to come, and others died back in the square. Sophia sits at the opposite end of the room, like an actor on a stage, her pipe in her hand. A golden ray of sunset has just reached through the basement window to glint in her hair. People are sitting at the benches or leaning against the wall. You sit where you normally do, in the front row, almost in the middle. There are voices, and there are questions. Why did our meetings stop? Where has Sophia been all this time? What do we do now? Sophia stands up and looks straight at you, a golden light glowing in her eyes. I want to ask you all for one last favor. Please, for your own sake, don't do anything foolish. Whoa. The golden light in Sophia's eyes comes alive and flies through the hall, enveloping the others in a vicious warmth. Your eyelids grow heavy. Your mind becomes tangled and slow to react. You can barely stand, and your legs feel like they're made of rubber. The people in the front rows slump to the floor. There are cries of surprise and confusion from the back rows. Oh. Then you hear heavy stomping steps. Armed knights clad in black armor enter the basement. The lotless at the door draw their weapons and are killed instantly. A voice full of steel rings through the room. In the name of Emperor Yute II, you are all under arrest. That really escalated quickly. What? What? Why? How? Your heart is racing, but the rays of sunlight will not release you from this stupor. You can do nothing but watch as your united brotherhood perishes. This feels like a nightmare. Some run for the tiny windows. Others get down on their knees and surrender immediately. Others stand or sit still, unsure of what to do. Uh-oh. Your former unity is shattered. People you used to call friends and allies now kneel in submission, and those who do not kneel are quickly cut down. There are screams and flashes of steel, and then a merciless cry. Surrender or face execution. Sophia is no longer glowing. Her eyelids are red. She tries to maintain her composure, but you can see her lower lip trembling. Your eyes meet, and she looks away. What is this? Sophia, but how? Why? That is exactly what I want to know. Why? Why would you do this? Everything ends as quickly as it began. Most of you are arrested. Many are killed. Everyone bound by Sophia's spell is swiftly bound at the wrists and placed against the wall. You know, most of you would rather die fighting. And you would if you were not bound and gagged by magic. They took your choice away from you. These people are well armed, well trained, but you see no signs on their armor. They are not the Legion or the Prefecture, nor the Inquisition. Your worst fear has come true. These are soldiers from the secret chancellery. Oh. Your body is bound by magic, so strong you cannot even twitch. You are trapped along with the rest of the Lotless. There is no escape. Your eyes close. You have to muster all your willpower to drive slumber away. Do you have enough willpower to break Sophia's spell, even for a moment? And even if you do, will it even help if you resist? Okay, this is interesting. Let's see, what can we actually do? If we resist her, We gain valor, eloquence, and lose willpower, and lose some relationship with Sophia. I'm like, is she actually like betraying us, or is this going to in some way help us at some point? I mean, I had like full relationship with her, so I'm just trying to think, like, do I trust her or not? I don't wanna just surrender, but I don't wanna lose relationship with her either. And this one will actually improve our relationship a little bit. And I get scheming, which is what I kind of want. So you break free and distract the secret chancellery soldiers in order to give some of the lotless a chance to escape. I think that sounds like the best option to me out of these. I will kind of like trust her, but I'm guessing that I'm not going to be able to escape. I have a feeling, but let's see what happens. And I need to drink some water because you clench your teeth so hard they screech and do your best to stand up. It takes so much strength that you scream, but you finally break free of the spell that binds you, and you stand up. Neither Sophia nor the armored mercenaries expected that to happen. You take advantage of the confusion and knock down the secret chancellery knight at the door. Then you run for an oil lamp on the wall and smash it against the floor. A wave of fire spreads quickly. Oh. Several men in black armor lunge at you. You are bound again, not by magic, but by heavy stomping boots. You hear screams all around you. Halt! Stop them! Your distraction gave some of the lotless enough time to break the spell and escape through the door and the small windows. Yes! The leader's commanding voice stops the panic. Let them flee. We'll find them later if we're ordered to. Tie up the rest. They tie you up, tightening the knot around your wrist so hard your fingers turn white, and kick you in the gut again for good measure. Yeah, I had a feeling that we're not gonna be able to escape, but at least we were able to save some of our friends. Oh. Sophia leans over you. She whispers so quietly you can barely hear, and yet every word rings loudly in your mind. You did all you could, Brante. Do not resist them now. This is the only way I can save your life. I mean, I knew she couldn't have been like completely like against us. Like, she's doing this for us. Even though I have no idea how this is gonna help us, but well, she knows something that we do not know, so let's see. Looks like Repo is going wrong. You are dragged outside and thrown into the windowless wagon along with the other lotless. Soon the wagon shifts, then starts moving. You are being taken somewhere. Alright. We lost some willpower, but we are still full of power. So, we're doing good. And I am even more dangerous now. Yay! The secret society of the Lotless was struck down by the secret chancellery. Many of the conspirators were captured. Oof. Days are followed by nights. Nights are followed by new days. You can only tell because of the light coming in through the tiny window near the ceiling. You have spent several months in this cramped cell. Wow. It is 5 steps long, 2 steps wide. These walls felt oppressive during your first weeks, but people can get used to anything eventually. Sir, Repo shall rise. Maybe at some point, if we ever get out of here. They feed you twice a day. They do not answer any questions. They take away the food if you scream too loudly. You think of your family often. How would they react if they heard you were facing execution for being part of an underground movement? Mother would die from grief. Execution always brings true death. Father's hair would turn white. Gloria would cry. Stefan would rage. And Nathan would become even more isolated. Yeah. But since Sophia said that this is a way to save my life, we're probably not gonna get executed. Sophia, how could she do such a thing? She said the Lotless were her family. She insisted so much on freeing the innocent mages. She urged you to support Patriarch Junius and the new faith. Sophia said all that, and then she stood there and watched her fellow Lotless get killed and arrested. Their lives lost. Years of work undone and destroyed. Driven mad with rage, you punched the stone wall. Blood splatters from your knuckles. It grows dark again. The lock on the door squeaks and the cell opens. They carry you out by the arms, but you no longer resist. You are sick of this. It's no use anymore. They seat you in the interrogation room. Why does that lady have blood spilling from her lips? There is a man sitting across you. Plain but well-tailored jacket. Pale face with chiseled features. Thick black mustache. Black eyes watching your every move from their deep sockets. When did the secret chancellery first start watching? When did you all became pawns in their game? Oh? Stretch. Stretch. Ugh. Thank you, Chalop. The nobleman keeps studying you with utter disdain. Even grandfather never looked at you with such scorn. He wears a pendant in the shape of a wheel. His gloved hands rest atop a table with a walking stick leaning against it. Behind him stands Sophia, her head down. Oh? Is that Sophia? Oh. Felipe El Ferro. Huh. I am Baron Felipe El Ferro, advisor to the Secret Chancellery. But I have a dislike for titles. Call me Sir Felipe. That will suffice. I know everything about you, young Brante. Your father and grandfather are loyal servants of the Empire. Your brother is a noble by birth. Where did your life take such a turn? How did you stoop so low? Yeah, it is a very long story. The advisor to the Secret Chancellery shakes his head, presenting you with a clearly false smile of sympathy. Wow. You feel like a student in front of a strict teacher, but you will not leave this room with a mere flogging. You young people don't even realize what you're doing, openly defying the church and its teachings, openly speaking out against the law. And when Junius Diamant gives you the order, you wreak havoc in the capital, assault priests and free apostate witches sentenced to execution. Isn't that right, Sophia? Yes, Sir Philippe. It all happened exactly as you said. You shiver with disbelief. There was no order from Junius Diamant. That is not true. It never happened. You look at Sophia, but she will not look at you. Her eyes are only on Baron El Ferro, and he looks at you with a fatherly smile and a ruthless gaze. You are trapped. Now his words will be the truth, and nobody will ever believe anything you say. That's interesting. If only I could be like you, young Brante, a mere boy who thinks he can change the Empire all on his own. But I suppose it's a good thing I'm not that naive. Otherwise, I'd be in your shoes right now. And you'd be dealing with someone far worse than me. There are many things in this world that do not sit well with me either. But unlike your youthful rebellion, my goals are quite clear. My wish is to save the Empire, to save it from the likes of you, people who reject tradition and the laws given to us by the gods. Sorry. Fools who seek to set the mages free, practitioners of the new faith that is destroying the church from within, even if their leader is a patriarch and an Archneon from an ancient dynasty. You know my methods, and that is why they are effective. Thanks to Sophia and this secret society of hers, we have already managed to gather all the dangerous insurgents together and summarily deal with them in one fell swoop. The heretic Junius Diamant is next in line. But that is none of your concern. Let us speak of your fate now. Philippe produces a folder full of notes and puts it on the table in front of you. The folder bears your name. Your hands shake as you flip through the pages. How you infiltrated the college during the siege. How you helped recruit more people for the Lotless. The articles you wrote for that newspaper. The advice you gave Sophia. Your preparations for the March of the Colors. Your life over the past 3 years is laid down on these pages. Just the records of your presence at the Lotless meetings is enough to sentence you to execution, but that is the least of what you have done over these years. Your stomach churns. I need more water. I will go get some more water. Just 20 seconds or so. And I'll be back. I'm back. Alright, let's continue. Do not expect your father's authority as a judge to save you from this Brante. He is just a second-generation judge. A brief note from me and you will face true death, and then your father, and the rest of your peculiar little family as well. What say you? Is there any reason I shouldn't do just that? Sir Philippe, Oh. He strikes Sophia, swiftly and painfully. She doubles over and clutches at her stomach, gasping for breath. Slowly Philippe returns the walking stick to its previous position. His gaze never leaves you. I don't remember giving you permission to speak. But very well, I grant it now. Speak. Sophia finally catches her breath and leans against the wall. She looks at you for the first time since the interrogation began. Sir Philippe, Brante grew up in Anisot like me. He is very bright and has proven himself to be quite capable since his very first days with the Lotless. You will find my description of him in my report. He will serve your cause in Magra well. You do not look at Sophia. Her betrayal is the reason you ended up here. But now she is putting herself at risk to save your life. Philippe stares you down, his chin resting on his fist. Proved himself, you say? Then how about he proves himself to me as well? There are only two ways out of this room, Brante. One leads to the gallows, the other makes you my loyal servant. Thank your childhood friend for this mercy. I will give you one chance, and only one, to prove that you are useful to the secret chancellery. I'm listening. Oh, jeez. Oh. I really did not think it would come to something like this. Okay. But we are able to pick anything we want, so let's see. Let's see what outcomes we can get. So we can outwit Philippe. You convince the advisor that you will serve him well, but ensure that the remaining Lotless will not get caught. That seems like a good option right now. Roll for charisma. I don't need to roll. I already have everything unlocked. I could prove that would give me better relationship with him. I don't really wanna be his friend. I don't wanna betray the Lotless. Oh, I could just choose to die. I will outwit you. Outwit Philippe. You convince the advisor that you will serve him well, but ensure that the remaining lotless will not get caught. You pull yourself together and start thinking. You have to earn your freedom, and for that you must prove that you can be useful to the city hall. But you cannot betray the lotless who are still free. And so you start talking. You describe everything you have learned over the past 3 years, including your work with the lotless, your recruitment and propaganda efforts, and the public activities you have hosted. Philippe listens carefully to every word you say. You use your cunning to convince him that the lotless pose no threat and have no leadership, with Sophia and you out of the picture. If you are to be believed, the lotless were already on the verge of disbanding. I mean, it definitely seemed like it. Sophia is silent and emotionless as you speak. Nothing in her reacts to your lies. Well then, you're quite self-assured, Brante. So you're trying to tell me your entire secret society was held together entirely through your efforts. Granted, you talk far better than those half-liberate street rats. One way or another, the lotless have outlived their usefulness. I have no use for the rest of those pathetic ragamuffins. Color me impressed, but if you disappoint me, so much the worse for you. Now mark my words, from this moment on you are my secret servant. This is your only lot in life now, as it were. You will obey me and no one else, and do not even think of mentioning the secret chancellery to anyone. Oh, jeez. God damn it. I was starting to like being a rebel, you know. But now I'm just I'm captured in a different way now. You and Sophia will return to Anisat. Tell everyone you earned a small fortune in the capital, or made wealthy friends. You're a slippery young man. Just think of something believable, will you? Once you're there, open a print shop. Don't waste too much time on it. This job will be your cover to keep you looking busy in public. My people will pay you visits from time to time and bring you instructions from me. I have big plans for your desert province. Slippery Repo. Yeah. I will slip right to your fingers. My every instruction must be carried out immediately. If you ever fail or try to fool me, your family will suffer along with you. Here, this should be enough for the print shop. Now you have something to bring back home. With that chuckle, Philippe drops a hefty pouch at your feet. It falls like a rock and makes a sound that only gold can make. Before you can say anything, he turns around and leaves. Once you are left alone with Sophia, she finally lets her emotions rise to the surface. Don't you dare call me a traitor. Do you think it was easy for me to watch my friends being killed? Nobody would have left the room alive if it wasn't for me. Yes, I bound everyone I could with my spell, because otherwise you would have died trying to fight back. I hoped I could get everyone out of there alive, but I only got you out. It's a good thing you said what you said. Now Philip will pay no attention to the Lotless. The survivals will continue our work eventually without us. Excuse me. Blah. Blah. And as for you and me, Philippe has us on his leash now. We'll have to survive like this. We can't run from him. If I don't do what I'm told, he'll have me collared and sent back to the House of Humility to be an obedient, soulless puppet. But we have each other now. We can do this. Don't lose hope. I won't. Oof. A jailer enters the room before you can say anything else. You are led out of the prison and into the yard. You wince the light of the sun and the shining pillar. A carriage takes you back to the flop house where you took refuge after the March of the Colors. The driver kindly informs you he has orders to take you back to Anisot in 3 days. You start packing. It all feels like a dream. Everything will happen exactly as Philippe said. You have nowhere to run. If you try to flee, they will find you. And they will find your family first. God damn it. In the blessed Arctian Empire, there is no way to start over with a clean slate. The twins and the secret chancellery see all. Your months in prison are in the past, but can you truly call yourself free now? No. I am not free in any way. You will be going home soon. I got an achievement called Seared Lips. You rescue the Lotless and the secret society continues its activities in the capital. Yes. You now serve the secret chancellery. Your life and fate are in the hands of advisor Philippe Elfero. Oof. This keeps. I like how the story keeps changing and it's not too much. It doesn't stay too long in the same spot, kinda. Let's see. Just before you leave the capital, you overhear something unusual on the street. Junius Diamond, Patriarch of Astinia and one of the leaders of the New Faith, will stand trial before a church tribunal. The Order of the Inquisition has accused Patriarch Junius of patronizing blasphemous witches and disseminating heresy. The Holy Tribunal claims that Junius Diamond was scheming to free all witches and sorcerers from the collars that fetter their accused powers. And what's worse, the Patriarch was also accused of forming the Lotless, a dangerous secret society based in the imperial capital. Members of this society have been assaulting inquisitors and priests of the church, as well as freeing witches from the cleansing fire and helping them escape the holy law. Now the Patriarch must face the Holy Tribunal of the Inquisition in Eterna. By all accounts, this is a devastating blow to the New Faith and the end of days for Junius Diamond himself. The Inquisition will make most of this opportunity to rid the land of this unwelcome Patriarch who dared to shake the foundation of the old faith. But then comes the sudden news of Patriarch Junius's reply to the Holy Tribunal. It is no less stunning than the accusation. Well, have a good lurk, Salop. These words are nothing but lies. I will say this to anyone who dares to bring this accusation against me in person. But I want those hypocrites to bear the full weight of their responsibility for this slander against me, my flock, the Diamond Dynasty, and the Holy Order. I agreed to stand trial before the Holy Tribunal, but I will face them on my own land and on my terms. Patriarch Junius has already received strong support from Patriarch Luke and many priests across Arknea. Parishes of the new faith throughout the Empire are now speaking out in support of Junius Diamond. The Church of the Twin Gods is about to be rent in twain. The Inquisition has no choice but to revoke the trial in order to avert the coming schism. Their new official stance is that Patriarch Junius has been wrongfully accused, and the Holy Tribunal will now apply more cautious judgment during any further trials against the followers of the new faith. Following the teachings of Patriarch Fotis is no longer seen as heresy by the Inquisition. The trial of Junius Diamond has been averted, but the divine within the church is only deepening. Divide, not divine. The new faith has directly challenged the old faith. The result is uncertain, depending on who you ask. Some say Junius Diamond all but pled guilty. Others believe the Patriarch and the alleged rebellion against the Church as well as the Inquisition is nothing but a ruse. There are also people who think the entire situation sounds like one of the secret chancellery's dirty deeds. One way or another, the Patriarch of Estynia and co-leader of the new faith remains at his post. But for how long? And how will the old faith and the new faith clash next? So there is a schism. So if we want to have the new faith, we should have more points, and we just went in the wrong direction. Damn it. We'll see what we can do. The Reglata and Talrina rivers meet outside the city walls. You have barely left the capital since you came here all those years ago. A breeze is blowing in your face, and the bright noon sun hangs above the shining pillar. Your stay in Eterna has come to an end. You arrived here a boy, full of hopes and aspirations, driven by your family's expectations, and a desire to live your life as you saw fit. Where did your youthful ambition lead you in the end? Eterna never became your home. To you it was a place of turmoil and disappointment. You tried to change the course of history, but history broke you in half and threw you away. You were too young and inexperienced. Your entire life was wrecked by a single decision. What future could you possibly have now? Or all your hopes are buried here in the Eterna, and you must leave this city behind. Your hands clench into fists as you think about it. You will have to live two lives. A public life as the owner of a print shop, and a secret life as a spy for the secret chancellery. This is the only path fate has in store for you now. Mother used to say that humility and hard work are the strength of the common folk. Each new blow brings less pain and teaches you to get back up more quickly. All you have to do is walk with this path without showing weakness. But you strayed from the path of humility and graduated from the school of hard knocks. You learn to lie and manipulate others, to survive and hide and act in secret. As a teacher, Sophia had no equal. But what are you supposed to do now? Will you accept your role in the schemes of the secret chancellery, since it means well for the Empire? Or will you have what it takes to find another way and use your new position for schemes of your own? Hopefully, yes. Many things must have changed back home by now. You recall Gloria particularly fondly. The way she used to rebel all the time and defy her lot to write poems. She always fought hard to be herself, no matter what other people or the law said. Gloria was the only one who supported your decision to find your own path. You want to see her so badly and tell her all the news and share the joy of your return with her. You have to get her a gift from the capital, something that will matter to your sister. Well, there is still time. You decide to buy her a book she could never find in Anisot. Oh? You start coming through the market. You go to 5 bookstores, but you see nothing suitable. One last shop, and then it's time to leave, you promise yourself. The store is marked by an unremarkable sign on an unremarkable building. You enter a dark room full of bookshelves. On one of these shelves you see a small book bound in black leather. The name of the author, Charmilanides, is stamped in gold. You peek inside. How strange. This is not a biography of the rebellious Duke and his rebellion. It is not even a study of his legacy. It is a book of his poems. You thumb through the pages and realize that Gloria would enjoy this book very much. The poetry of Charmilanides is about love and struggle and strength of will and the drive to keep fighting even when all hope is lost. The book costs almost nothing. It leaves the bookstore with you. You leave the capital the morning after. The carriage hired by the secret chancellery awaits you at the door. Eterna, the city where you spent your years, slowly disappears on the horizon. Will you ever see the capital again? You do not know. The book, a gift for Gloria, is in your hands. After 4 years in the capital, you return to your home city of Anisot. Oh, jeez. Oh. The end of youth. Oh no. I'm not young anymore. No. The years of your youth have come to an end. The time has come to leave the capital behind and return to your family and the new business in your hometown of Anisot. The years away from home were full of tumult and hardship. Your adult shoulders now bear the burden of your first life-changing decisions. Did you have the freedom to choose this lot for yourself, or was it your destiny all along, ever since your childhood years? All you can do now is follow the path that lies before you. Alright. Let's see. I am unknown and neophyte. Then I'm a con artist. Weak in battle, tongue-tied, but I'm a dangerous one. Let's continue. peacetime. What's gonna happen?
A full adult now,
Whoa.
I returned from the capital a changed man. Yet, my hometown was not the same as I had left it. Fate had difficult times in store for all of us.
What is going to happen? Oh. The carriage makes its way across along the road. Oh. Hello, Tuhmis, and have a good lurk. I will take a sip of water. You see the land of Magrath through the window, empty and desiccated by ancient magic. Your home, Anisot, is but a few hours away along this road. The carriage is stuffy and hot from the sun, even with the thick blinds pulled tight. It is a familiar heat, but you will now need to get used to it again. The heat weighs heavily on you, but it also reminds you of your childhood. You will see your family again soon. How will they react to you? Will they accept you after you betrayed their hopes and their trust? You are back in your native province. You will be home soon. But you are no longer the boy who took this very road to the capital 4 years ago. But who are you now? A clandestine outlaw, a rebel, or an agent of the secret chancellery? What future awaits you now? Can you get your freedom back? Can you say everything you hold dear? To drive away the worries about your new life and new destiny, you reread Sophia's letter yet again. I'm glad you didn't do anything stupid and chose to seize your chance for freedom, Brante. I'll go to Anisot a week after you. Both of us coming back at the same time might attract unwanted attention. It's best if nobody even knows we have anything to do with each other. We'll find an excuse for our frequent meetings later. You should go home and reconnect with your family. Don't draw any attention. Keep your head down. Don't leave that old house of yours. When the time comes, I'll find you. Tell everyone you're planning to open a print shop. Find a building to rent for it, someplace far from prying eyes. It'll be our underground headquarters. I'll tell you more about our mission when we meet. That's all. Sophia has a new portrait. You put the letter back in your pocket. The walls of Anisot have finally emerged on the horizon. Before you do anything else, you are going home. Oh. Oh, the most important event that will end this chapter. Only one of them will happen. Oh. Seems like we should see which one of these we want and then try to get the requirements, I guess. So there's going to be a revolt, seems like it. Well, I don't wanna I don't wanna do this. I don't wanna be close to Philippe. I don't wanna stop the revolt. Together with Mayor Egmont, the last drawing unites a rebellion among the common folk to fight for their rights. Mayor Egmont's secret plot unrest. More than 8. Eh? To help the magistrate regain control of Anisot in exchange for protection against the secret chancellery. The last straw breaks free of its chains and ignites a full-blown uprising against the Empire. And Philippe's plans come to fruition. You finally earn your freedom. And then there's Freeman. The Brante family now has enough influence to protect you against Sir Philippe's wrath. But for that, I would have to be favored by the Overseer. Or then I just type. I don't know. I think I will go with what I wanna pick in every situation and not like, I mean, I know what I want in a sense, but we'll see. Outcomes for the Brante family. The most important events that may happen to the House of Brante at the end of this chapter. Oh. We could become ennobled by the sword. Favored by the Overseer. Oh. You succeed your elder brother Stefan as the heir of the Brantes family. Oh. I can do that? What? Dun dun dun. But that also needs to have the ennobled by the sword. But how? How would that happen? I don't understand. Oh no. There's also the possibility that the family falls apart. Oh no. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Events that can happen to the Brante family in this chapter. We could become wealthy. Oh no. Mother finds the strength to recover from a grave illness. Well, I sure hope so. Oh. Robert can adopt Gloria, and she becomes a full-fledged Brante. Oh. I wanna do that. I hope I can get to do that. Branded by dishonor. The Brante name is dragged through the dirt, never to recover. Conditions reputation equals 0. Oof. You find a way to unite the Brante family and end all strife at home. We shall see what happens. Oh no. or then we could the financial well-being of the Brante family is decimated. Hopefully not. Huh. If our reputation is 10, the Brante family earns great renown, becoming the newest eminent dynasty in Anisot. Oh. Occupation. Deeds that you can accomplish on your chosen life path. Thanks to your investment, the print shop becomes much more believable as a front for your underground operations and may actually turn a profit sooner or later. That sounds nice. You have enough weapons to arm a squad of rebels loyal to you alone. Sophia gains access to your stacks of gunpowder. You happen to obtain a considerable amount of gunpowder. We shall see. Oh. Occupation screen is now available. Cool. And then we can continue. I think I will start this chapter and then we will stop at some point, but I don't know when yet. Aww. The carriage stops. The familiar gate. Your bedroom window. The same one you used to climb out of at night from time to time. The well-tended garden with its imported soil, delightful greenery, and mother's beloved violet irises. The porch you used to jump off of when you were little. You were home. You touch the handle of the front door and halt for a moment. It has been 4 years since you left for Eterna, but it feels like yesterday. The air inside is cool. As usual, Father cannot stand a stuffy room and insists on constantly airing out the house. Inside the house, the first thing you hear is the sound of someone running out of the library. Your sister Gloria appears and immediately throws her arms around you. Her joy is so strong, you barely manage to stay on your feet. Gloria is dressed in men's clothing, including culottes, a frock coat, and a necktie with a massive pin. She is almost unrecognizable in her new attire. There are dark circles under her eyes, as though from lack of sleep or frequent tears. Aww. Brother, I've been waiting for you for so long. I'm proud to see you've chosen your own path and decided to live the way you want. You're actually going to open your own print shop? You're going to print books? Even poetry? Speaking of poetry, from the inner pocket of your jacket you produce a small book bound in soft black leather. Gloria gingerly accepts your gift. She notices the author's name, Char Milanides, on the cover and knits her brow. But after quickly flipping through the pages, she showers you with gratitude. I thought Milanides was just a warlock. I had no idea he wrote poetry. How fascinating. I'm going to read it all, from cover to cover. Mother comes out of the sitting room, leaning on Nathan's arm. You immediately see signs of the illness mentioned in the letters from home. Her back is bent, her hair is grey, a thin web of wrinkles covers her face, and her complexion has lost its color. She slowly embraces you. Her arms feel nearly weightless, You press your face into her shoulder, breathing in the nearly forgotten, dearly beloved smell. Your mother holds you by the shoulders and studies you for a long time. You've been away for so long, son. It's such a shame your journey was in vain. You didn't become a judge, or even a priest. I guess it's your fate to bear your lot until the very end. But you'll endure it. That's how I raised you. Whoa. Nathan approaches you after mother. Your younger brother is the same height as you know. His hair almost reaches his shoulders, but he still has the same lost look in his eye he had when he was a boy. It's good to see you, brother. Home just hasn't been the same without you. Who care about your estate, right? I'm just glad you're here with us again. Oh. You pat Nathan on the back. Loud footsteps echo down the stairs. Stefan appears. His shoulders have grown broader, and his features have become harsher, just like grandfather's. He stares you and Nathan down with contempt, his arms crossed on his chest. Welcome back, commoner. I'd hoped you'd become my equal, but apparently you just didn't have it in you. I guess you're no better than Nathan. I can only hope you'll know your place from now on. Why did father even send you out to the capital in the first place? Ah. As Stefan says these words, you see father appear from his study. He looks older now. His back is hunched and he squints. There are deep lines around his mouth and silver threads in his dark hair and mustache. He stops a few steps away and examines you from head to toe. He does not say a word, shaking his head slowly. You explain yourself to father, this was the only path you could have taken. The college and the judge's calling were not for you. However, your time in the capital was not spent in vain. You made many influential friends there, and now you plan to open a print shop in Anisot and make a good living. You do your very best to make this sound convincing. No one can even ever see through your cover story. When I sent my son to the capital, I expected him to return a nobleman, but the man who stands before me is a commoner, a merchant, an artisan. I had such high hopes for you, but our family's future rests in Stefan's hands now. Oh well, I have had enough time to make my peace with this. You are still a member of this family. We'll see how your shop fares. Perhaps you can still find a way to contribute to the Brante household. Whoa. He lets out a bitter chuckle. Then after a pause, father spreads his arms wide to embrace you. You're finally home, my son. Well then, time for dinner. Your mother has prepared a veritable feast in your honor. For the first time in years, your entire family shares a meal at the same table. Who do I wanna talk to? I think I'm gonna chat with Nathan since he's one of the people I wanna have a good relationship with, and we don't have We only have level 2. And I have quite good relationship with Mother and Gloria, so let's see. At the table you ask Nathan how he's doing. Your inquiries make your little brother uncomfortable. I worked as hard as I could, studied theology, read books, but during my examination at the seminary, I started talking about something else entirely. I don't know what came over me. The priest asks me, what is the manifestation of the twins' love for people? And I went and said forgiveness. What are you talking about, son? The twins could never forgive anyone for any sin. Otherwise, how could we fulfill their design? Everyone would just do whatever they wanted, since the twins would forgive them anyway. Sorrow fills Nathan's eyes. The priest was furious too. Out of the seminary, you ignoramus, he shouted. So I left. And now I don't know what to do with myself. Welcome back, Chalop. We are home now. We are at the table eating with our family and chatting with Nathan. Then be silent. If we must hear about the trials and travails of commoners, I'd rather learn how destiny abandoned Repo in the lowly estate. You have to relate the 4 years you spent in Eterna, carefully omitting anything that might reveal your secret mission. You resume your conversation with Nathan later that night. You sit together on the back porch, away from the rest of the family. I'm glad someone cares about me, brother. You've always been there for me. It must be painful for you to see me grow up to be so useless. Things are bad for me. I try to at least look after Mother. You can ask her questions, but her answers often don't make sense, and she keeps falling silent in the middle of a conversation like she did today. Her illness is consuming her. You know, if Mother passes, she may not be reborn. I dread to think what will happen to Father then, and to Gloria. Gloria has had it hard too lately. Stefan has treated her like dirt for the last year. I think he plans to drive her out of the house, so her origins won't taint the Brante reputation anymore. Stefan only cares about one thing now, getting our family ennobled by the sword. So for him, Gloria is just an obstacle between him and his goal. You spend quite some time in silence, gazing at the radiant stripe of the shining pillar as it grows more and more luminous against the darkening sky. The Brante family is about to face some challenging times. Oof. What's gonna happen? After several days of searching and inquiring, you find a suitable location for the print shop. You choose a 2-story building on a dead-end street, away from any pedestrian thoroughfares, right next to the city's outer wall, spacious and sturdy. It has more than enough space for the printing press and workbenches. The basement is dry and the windows are too tiny to peek through. It is the perfect location for a clandestine headquarters. You inspect the rooms. This corner will be good for the typesetting area, and the shelves of ink can go over there. Before you finish, Sophia knocks at the door. Once inside, she casts a glance over the rooms and walls and chuckles with approval. This is just what we need, Brante. The perfect location. I couldn't have found anything better myself. Guess the capital thought you well. I'm glad to see I was right about you. This job will be a lot easier with your help. Sophia brushes a layer of dust from an old wooden crate, then lights her pipe as she sits. So, how about I tell you what you and I are up to in this town, eh? Remember what we did in the capital? Well, we're gonna do the same trick here in Anisot. That's our mission. Philippe wants us to found an underground society here. Anybody who wants to rebel and riot, we'll let them join. We'll also keep them in check and use them to do whatever the secret chancellery says. I still don't know everything Philippe's planning yet, but I can tell you he was real angry about how the Inquisition cast all the dirt we dug up on Patriarch Junius to the four winds. Here in Anisot, Philippe wants the real deal. You frown. The real deal? What is that supposed to mean? It means you and I have to find all the troublemakers in town and take charge of them. Anybody who's willing to fight for their rights, we turn them into an organized force under our command. And then we'll use them to do whatever Philippe wants. Philippe wants to take the city in his own hands. He needs disorder. Little disturbances and riots. Enough unrest so there's always an excuse to arrest folks whenever they need to. But Philippe always has to be in control. This is the secret chancellery's way. As long as the streets are restless, everybody, especially the overseer, will keep thinking good old Sir Philippe El Ferro is a real useful friend to have. Savior of the Empire and all of that. Their last bulwark against the rebel rousers. The more riots and unrest we incite, the stronger our underground force will become, and the stronger the secret chancellery will get. Once the people are shouting in the squares, the prefecture and the magistrate will be powerless. Whoa. And our body Philippe will pick up the slack. You're following so far? You nod. So you are supposed to incite unrest. Is that all you have to do? Thank you, Chalop, for the hydration redeem. Wow. I get really thirsty when reading this. Well, not thirsty in that way, but that's just the beginning. Philippe also wants the Lesser Quorum broken up at some point in the future. It's full of folks who don't like the way things are done in the Empire. But the Empire is lucky for now. The Lesser Quorum spends too much time bickering and not enough time trying to work together. That'll work in our favor. So by the time Philippe wants to blackmail the Lesser Quorum, we need to have our own underground network. And it's gotta be big enough for his needs. We'll frame Quorum members, gather accusations, plant agents, stuff like that. In other words, we'll do the secret chancellery's dirty work for them. Now, let's get down to business. Here in Anisot, there are some big shots who are opposing the Imperial Order. We need to do our best to exploit them for our cause. If we're lucky enough, maybe we can even get them on our side. Sophia starts counting on her fingers. Number 1 on my list is Augustin L. Bourne, prefect of Magra. He's almost a relative to you, isn't he? When Gaius Tempest was first appointed overseer of Magra, he was the only member of the provincial council who openly supported him. Elborn is one of the most powerful nobles in Magra, but he has always protected the common folk. He could be our main ally, or a real dangerous enemy. The second fellow worth mentioning is Mayor Egmont, leader of the wealthy commoners in the Lesser Quorum. He's an old merchant who got rich mining silver and managed to weasel his way into provincial politics as a commoner. We'll need to ensure Egmont's support as soon as possible. He's rich, powerful, and will be useful to our cause. Last on my list is Father Leonard. He's the abbot of the temple by the silver tree and the local spiritual leader of the new believers. Oh. Right now, lots of Magran commoners are rejecting Isacius' teachings of the lots, and it's all thanks to Leonard and his influence. If those folks have managed to cast off one burden, it should be easy to talk them into rejecting another one. Yeah, Sophia is fascinating. Sophia taps her pipe against the crate, knocking the remaining tobacco onto the floor. One more thing, Brante. We're gonna be manipulating people. I'm talking lies, half-truths, using and exploiting folks, you name it. And we need to get them to follow us. That's a tough thing to do. People can smell phonies a mile away, so we have to believe everything we say. I mean, really believe it from the bottom of our hearts. If you aren't ready to die for your cause, why expect it from other folks? But you also have to remember who we are really doing all this for. She trails off. You wait a moment, then ask Sophia why she has agreed to do this. Why is she working for Philippe? Can't she run from him or use her magic to subdue him? Sophia's deep eyes focus all their attention on you. The merciless Magran sun fills the room through the narrow window, reflected in her eyes as a multitude of yellow sparks. You think I never tried it, Bronte? Don't be naive. Magic will not help me to bring Philippe down. When I use my power, you notice it quickly, and Philippe notices it even faster. If I try to enchant him ever again, I'll be collared and sent back to the House of Humility. I'm never going back there again. Not ever. As for escaping, there's no hiding from the secret chancellery. Sooner or later, they will find me. The Empire is absolute. The Empire is eternal. The Empire is everywhere. We are all in the same cage. There's no way out of it. And so it will be as long as the Empire still stands. So forget about running away. If you want to get out of this alive, just do what I tell you. Trust me, and I'll take care of you. Now let's talk about your next step. We need to shore up our cover story. Make sure it doesn't fall apart the first time. Gendarmes, take a close look at it. Get this print shop to work. You need employees. You're good at picking the right people, just as good as me, so you'll do the hiring. Choose people who are loyal, people who do the job and keep their mouths shut. When Philippe gets here, we'll have to show him what we've accomplished so far. And you don't want to disappoint him, so you'd better get cracking. We've got a lot of work to do. With that, Sophia nods to you and leaves. You are left alone to pace the rooms of your future print shop and think, what will you do first? Oh. First decision regarding this. We could hide rebels. Or spice moles and crooks. Or let's see. Or I could like actually try to do this properly. What do I want to do? I kind of want to commit to the business, but these would give me points for the spy network or unrest. I'm gonna try to commit to the business. It needs to be convincing, you know. The undercover part of your job can wait. You have to get the print shop up and running first. You will not be satisfied by a mere semblance of a business. No, you are going to found a successful shop capable of turning a profit. You convince father to contribute a portion of the family's funds to the venture and purchase a printing press, movable type, quality paper, and expensive ink. Then you hire skilled labor, the best printers you can find in Anisot. They will teach the future resistance members, whom you will hire later. It is such a pleasure to watch the print shop come to life. You may have begun this undertaking for an entirely different cause, but now you have turned the print shop into something that is yours. The first thing you print is a thick stack of advertising sheets. Soon these black and red leaflets appear on every street corner of Anisot. Brante's print shop is open for business. Yes. You started your salaries for the secret chancellery by opening a print shop as a cover. Yeah. Thanks to your investment, the print shop becomes much more believable as a front for your underground operations and may actually turn a profit sooner or later. Yay! Oh? You come back home after a short stroll through the city. As soon as you set foot in the house, you are greeted by Stefan, who invites you to have a talk in Father's office. When you enter the room, Father has a heap of letters in front of him and is signing them one after another. Son, Stefan and I must discuss an important matter with you. While you were in the capital, our family formally petitioned the overseer to grant us the nobility of the sword. We have 3 generations of noble blood already. We have the right to make our nobility hereditary. Your grandfather took the first steps towards the nobility of the sword as soon as Stefan was born. And now we are on the brink of becoming the Brantes. If Overseer, Gaius Tempest, and the nobles of the province deem us worthy, we will receive a hereditary title. All nobles of the Brante family will remain noble forever, as will their descendants. Father and I do our utmost to maintain the family's position, but our goal can be reached only if our reputation remains unblemished in the eyes of high society. The nobility is watching our every step. Father lays a hand on your shoulder. Now this is your cause too. The future of our family depends on it. We need an estimable reputation and wealth. Everyone bearing the name of Brante affects it. Remember that with every action you take, Repo. You will have to appear before Anisot High Society. We're going to host a reception for the nobility at our home soon. You must uphold the honor of our family brother. You will relate the news from Eterna to our guests and present yourself in a favorable light. With Stefan at the helm, the entire family spends a full week preparing for the majestic reception. The house is flooded with decorations and new tableware. Delicacies are cooking in the kitchen round the clock, and the napkins now bear an embroidered oak branch in chains, the Brante family crest. Gloria is the only one to neglect the common cause. Were it up to me, I wouldn't be seen at this hypocritical gathering, but I don't want to let Sir Robert down. He's the only reason I plan to stay for the event. Whoa. The evening of the reception has come. Dignified conversations and the clinking of glasses fills the house. Among your guests are many high-born, powerful people. Your father and Stefan dance from guest to guest, making sure no one is overlooked. Young Repo, how splendid to see you. So what was your time in the capital like? You exchanged pleasantries with a high-placed relative. Meanwhile, Gloria and Mother spent the evening on a settee by the wall without drawing any attention. Neither your father nor your elder brother introduced them to the noble guests. Still, one of the guests, a young nobleman of the sword named O.C.L. Pelletier, keeps staring at Gloria in fascination. Your sister averts her eyes, bemused. Lady Gloria, you are the true gem of the evening. You look so marvelously daring. I haven't seen your like even in the capital. When you walk past Gloria, you hear her hurried whisper. Repo, please talk to me. This Sir Earl Pelletier keeps following me. I feel uneasy. What does he want from me? I'm just a lowly commoner. Come with me to the other side of the room. Although I'll probably still stand out among all these refined nobles. Look, it's Durante the painter. I wonder what's brought him so far from the capital. It would be fabulous if he could paint our family portrait. We should all be on canvas together. We're one big, happy family after all. Wine glass in hand, you cast a look across the crowded room. It is time to choose how you will spend the evening. Well, can't share news from the capital because I don't have enough diplomacy, or I can't. Well, I can't talk about my victory in the tournament because that never happened to me. What tournament? What? Present your mother and sister. That would increase unity but bring our reputation down. Purchase a family portrait. Oh. I think I'm gonna purchase a family portrait. It will bring our wealth down a little bit, but I'm counting on our business to give us some profits. So let's purchase the portrait. The artist is scrutinizing the portrait of your grandfather on the wall of the sitting room. You will always remember grandfather like this. His heavy, searching look, his hawkish features, his imposing body, and the cane he kept in his hands at all times. As if by pure chance you passed by Durante and mentioned that the portrait was painted by a local artist. But surely Sir Durante's skill must be incomparably greater. Would he be interested in painting a group portrait of the entire Brante family? At first, Durante politely declines. He must head back to the capital soon, and he has no time to spare for painting. But you remonstrate that he will pay any price, and his work will be seen by the highest society of Anisot. Durante eventually succumbs to your persuasion. You spend the night negotiating with the painter. A proper portrait will take a fair amount of time to paint, and Durante's prices are high. Convincing your family turns out to be just as challenging. Gloria will not pose in a dress or put her hair in a bun. Nathan almost has to be forced to cut his hair. Stefan insists that he must be drawn to the right of his father, with Gloria behind them. Eventually you succeed in helping your family reach a consensus. The portrait is perfect. Your parents look dignified hand in hand. Stefan stands proudly to their right. You, in your best attire, are to the left of them. Gloria brings some life to the painting with her unruly hair and daring outfit. Even Nathan seems to belong there. The portrait is proudly displayed above the fireplace in the sitting room. No one else in Magra has a portrait by Durante himself. This will emphasize our position. For once, Gloria agrees with her elder brother. At least on this canvas, we're all one family, whatever our estates may be. Alright. We will hopefully get some money soon. Some more money. I have been spending our money. First with the shop and now with this portrait, but I wanted the outcomes, you know. Alright. Whoa. Brante home has been uneasy for several months now, with father traveling over the province for his judicial duties. The animosity between Stefan and Gloria has grown into a full-blown feud. Your elder brother tries to use his position as heir to keep his sister in check and make her behave in accordance with her estate. Gloria repudiates his authority. Whoa. Their fights rock the house on a daily basis. Eventually, after returning from his latest trip, father gathers Stefan, Gloria, Nathan, and you in his office. His somber look portends a difficult conversation. Stefan gazes at his father defiantly. Gloria is poised to lash out and run away. Nathan quietly keeps to the side. Children. For a long time now, our family has been striving to become nobles of the sword. Every noble member of the Brante family will gain a hereditary title. This is your grandfather's dying wish. Yeah. Gloria sighs loudly. Then why am I here, Sir Robert? She's right. This is Brante matter. Wait until I finish, Stefan. I am still the head of this household. If you are truly so concerned about honor, show your father some respect. It can't be helped. Not all of us are noble, but now we must be united as ever before. We must work together to protect the reputation and wealth of this family. But you, Stefan, perpetually humiliate Gloria. Father, all I'm trying to do is put her in her place. You know perfectly well the consequences of any attention Gloria might attract. Our every step is being observed. The nobles will make pariahs of our family for all eternity if they remember Gloria's filthy origins and your reckless marriage to Lydia. Father turns red in the face, but with considerable effort he remains composed. That is so. Our grandfather did everything in his power to remedy your mistakes. Please, Father, don't repeat them. Gloria speaks up. I'm just trying to live, Sir Robert, but Stefan wants to lock me up in a cage, so nobody will ever lay eyes on me. That's not it at all. You are lowborn, but you don't live by your lot. You do whatever takes your fancy. You're constantly grumbling about the old order of things. Did you know, Father, that she defies all prohibitions by continuing to write poetry? As far as you're concerned, anyone who contradicts you is an insurgent. When will you grasp the idea that you may not argue with a nobleman? I am the heir of this family, and my word is your law. There. I need to drink water. Ooh. Purple with rage, Father slams his fist on the table. It is rare to see him so furious. Both your elder brother and sister instantly fall silent. Frightened, Nathan shrinks into a corner. Hold your tongues, both of you. Let Repo speak. He has witnessed your quarrels. He should know best which of you is in the right. Oh. What do I wanna do? Side with Stefan. No. Defend Gloria. Send Gloria to Valona. Eh? You persuade Gloria to go on a trip somewhere far away from Stefan. This will help them bury the hatchet. But that will take money as well. What? I don't really wanna spend any more money right now. If I side with Gloria, it's gonna bring our reputation and relationship with Stefan down. But I don't want us to be too poor. I don't wanna spend all our money, you know. I mean, we still have a point. Would still have a point after that, but I'm gonna save our money right now and not not send Gloria on a vacation. So I will just defend her, even though our reputation will come down a little bit, but you know. You turn to Stefan abruptly and point your finger at him. It's no wonder Gloria fights back so fiercely. Stefan torments and chastises her incessantly. If your elder brother stops smothering every impulse Gloria has, she won't resist so viciously. You're a family after all, not a pack of wild animals where the strong dominate the weak. Are you blaming me for her escapades, Repo? Me who selflessly labors to preserve our family name? This is outrageous. Father, will you really heed to his advice? Purple with rage, Stefan clenches his fists. Father rises from his seat, eyeing his eldest son gloomily. Thank you for the follow, Honest Merchant 777. Welcome. Welcome to the Rebros. Hello, Ronti, also. Suffering has gone to a very interesting direction. We were at the capital and we did a riot. We freed some witches, but then our secret society got captured by, I can't remember the name of the secret organization, but it's like the church's or whatever secret organization, and we are now alive. We are alive, but we have to work for them in their secret operations. Otherwise, they're gonna just kill us. And we have returned back home to Anisot, and we have been reunited with our family, but we have opened a print shop that is a cover for our operations for the stuff we have to do to keep alive, you know. All right. But how are you, Bronte? How are you doing? And how are you doing, Honest Merchant? I like your name. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, it is a lot. I did not expect that we would end up back home, you know. But, well, we gotta do what we gotta do to survive. And we are past our youth now, so we have just begun adulthood. Alright. Repo is right, Stefan. You have overstepped your bounds. I took Gloria into my house, so you, my son, must respect her and be considerate of her. Your origins do not give you the right to put such pressure on your sister. Stefan rushes out of the office and slams the door behind him. Gloria cannot conceal her joy upon hearing you and Father chastise Stefan. The little tyrant, that'll teach him that what goes around comes around. I hope he leaves me be from now on. Soon rumors start circulating in Anisat high society suggesting that you are orchestrating a plot against Stefan, the legitimate heir of the family. It is not hard to guess who started these rumors. Now the entire city knows that there is trouble in the Brante household. And we have now hostility with Stefan. Oof. Still writing essay or erasing now. Written 5 words too many and nowhere to cut them. Oh no. I hope you will be able to somehow modify it. If you look at some like sentences, maybe you can write them differently. Maybe. But I will really quickly go and get some more water because my throat is killing me again. I need water to keep reading. I think we'll go for a while longer before I end the stream. I don't want to completely destroy my throat, you know. But yeah, I'll be back in like 20 seconds or something. Ah. The life and suffering of Lunarontti. Wait, what? Alright, I have now more water, which I will drink, and then we can continue. Oof. We really need better reputation also, but I didn't want to spend our money. But yeah. The past few weeks in Anisat resemble your first years in the capital, when you and Sophia were recruiting people to join the Lotless. You were so full of hope and ambition back then. Welcome back again, Salop. How are you doing? Slowly, you both begin to make useful friends and acquaintances in the city. Gendarmes, street peddlers, merchants, laborers, vagrants, and each of them require a unique approach. The techniques you used in Eterna work here as well. You look for the people you need, plan secret meetings, and make sure everything is secure. Sophia delivers one ardent speech after another, berating the Imperial Order. But so far only few people have stayed with you after these meetings. You have to hunt for each new member all over the city. Commoners are too afraid. Only the most desperate or insane are ready to join you. Oof. Whoa. That is much more detailed than the other illustrations. Wow. There are 2 members in particular who stand out. One is a Father Feud, a creaky old priest with fire in his eyes. He introduces himself as a commoner who has chosen the preacher's path. Does that mean he's a new believer? Fuad scoffs at the question. I'll put it this way, the only words that are true are those of those the twins tell you themselves, and I've heard there was plenty. But the priests who just cook up some nonsense and call it divine law. They're either crooks or fools, all of them. And Isacius is the biggest crook and fool of them all. Had he lived in any other city in the Empire, he would already have been burned at the stake for these words. Oof. But here in Anisot, Feud freely preaches in various taverns and squares. Moreover, the old man is well educated, so you hire him as a typesetter and even let him sleep in the storeroom. When the time comes to assemble a mob or spread some rumors, he will surely come in handy. The other is Alida Syrian, who works at the print shop as a bookbinder. A quiet and innocuous young woman, she nevertheless believes in your words and your struggle with all her heart. And her innocent appearance hides an ardent will. Why would she choose to fight against the Empire? When Alida explains, you do not expect to hear cold steel in her voice. My sister was hanged in a town after the trial of the 50. I know I might sound like a weepy little girl, but I'm not looking for pity. I just want her murderers to hang. That's it. Whoa. Sophia's speeches are always brimming with passion and sincerity. She speaks out against the injustice of the Empire and calls for people to fight with such intensity that sometimes you find yourselves getting swept up by her words, nodding along with the rest. When she speaks, Felipe's plans and the secret chancellery disappear, replaced by a vision of a new world where justice and freedom reign. But this illusion passes every time, and when it does, the truth about your conspiracy always feels more crushing than ever. You gave all your employees a day off today. Sir Felipe El Ferro is coming to Anisot. Oh no. Your printer shop is the first place he will visit. Sophia stuffed tobacco into her pipe over and over again, trying to look calm behind the smoke. You hear the sound of hooves and wheels on cobblestones. A carriage comes to a halt outside. A man walks past the windows and knocks at the heavy front door with the handle of his cane. You open it hurriedly. Felipe is not alone. He is accompanied by a man with sinewy arms and the face of a predator. Oh no. Once inside, the secret chancellery advisor slowly takes off his cloak, then inspects the premises with care. Sophia was right. Excellent choice. Well done, Brante. I had my doubts about you, but those doubts are gradually being erased. You are indeed a man of many talents. Speaking of talents, allow me to introduce you to Oliver Moss, an old friend of mine. I brought him all the way from Eterna to help you out. His skills are even more unusual than yours, Brante. It's amazing how much a person can learn to do when he's well paid. Oliver grins at Felipe's words. The toothy smile cuts through his face like a gruesome scar. You flatter me, Sir Philippe, but you're right. Coin works wonders. Felipe chuckles at that. He produces a small flask from a pocket and takes a little sip. But you, Sophia, you disappoint me. I expected to see a functioning organization. But I am told that what you have here is not a secret society, but a miserable rabble of the worst people in the city. Just look at this self-proclaimed priesthood. We are in Anisot, this hotbed of heresy and rebellious ideas. How come you aren't able to find skillful conspirators here? I need a nice little revolt that's easy to suppress. I need a network of spies to dig up dirt on anyone who may stand in our way. Is it too much to ask? You did this job perfectly well in Eterna. What's the matter, Sophia? Can't you do the same thing again? Wah! I need to drink water. Sir Philippe, Brante and I are going out of our way to get more people into our ranks, but things are not looking too good for us right now. The province has a new overseer. Citizens are hopeful. They expect change. So the only people who come to us are from the very bottom of life. This rabble is dangerous. They will ruin my plan and they will bring you and Brante to the gallows. And this time... oh god. I will probably end after this scene because my voice can't take anymore. And this time I won't be able to do anything for you. Get rid of them and find conspirators who can be trusted with real work. Thank you, Teleport and Redeem. Whew. It's always like I could go longer, but but my voice is like no. It's like my throat starts to like it's starting to like I don't know how you would say it, but yeah. I will end after this scene. I have too many enemies here in Anisat. The local magistrate alone is a huge thorn in my side. You have to act faster. Time is of the essence. Or maybe you have more important things to do than serving the Empire. We are doing everything in our power, Sir Philippe, but in order to prepare our plan, we must recruit as many people as possible. And this is what we are doing. Don't try my patience, Sophia. I said get rid of the rabble, find real conspirators, carefully vet each and every one of them. Sophia lowers her head, unable to further argue with the powerful advisor. Philippe certainly turns to you. Brante, you're the main recruiter for the society. What do you say? Can you do this job for me? What do I wanna pick? If I pick this one, I get benefits from it, but we lose one relationship point with Sophia. If I side with Sophia, I get benefits relationship with her, but I already have her relationship at the top, so I can like I can afford to lose 1 point with her. It's not gonna be like a big deal. Because I think we need these points. I will agree with Philippe for now. You readily answer that you will follow Sir Felipe's order. It is dangerous and stupid to recruit strangers without any vetting. You will make every effort to select only skilled and reliable conspirators. Sophia made a mistake, but you will fix it. Sophia scoffs at that. Sir El Pharaoh, however, pats you on the shoulder. Well said, Bronte. We'll do just that. As for you, Sophia, I don't suggest testing my patience any further, or on one straw away from breaking the horse's back. Speaking of straws, I believe your secret society still needs a name, right? The last straw will do just fine. It's cheap, grim, pompous. The lowborn ought to like it. Oliver, I'm leaving you in the care of our rebels. Oh. Show them how real secret chancellery agents get things done. Philip downs the last of his flask and walks out of the print shop. Sophia follows him without saying a word. You are left alone with Oliver. He looks you over. We're gonna get along just fine, Bronte. Don't you worry. Alright. I think... Yes, I will quit. Oof. I made it through the scene. Woo! But yeah, it's always like I would like to go for longer because I'm really interested in the story and what's gonna happen, but like there is a time limit on my voice. Yeah. But yeah, I will try to play this weekly. So thank you for watching, everyone. And we should probably raid someone. Let's see who is streaming. I think I wanna raid Mariel. Mariel is playing the Pokemon Scarlet / Violet. And I will go rest my voice, I guess. Wow. It was really nice to play again this game. But yeah. Thank you for watching, and let's say hello. Let's give some love to Mariel. Alright. Let's go Repo Raid. Bye bye.